Okay. All right. Why is this not? Hold on. This thing usually makes noise. And it's not. Weird. Okay. That's odd. Anyways. All right. Let's start our warm up. That is so weird. Why isn't this thing? All right. All right. So we're going to start, sorry. Squat to a calf raise. Nice and slow. All right. Keep the core engaged. Get the legs ready. So it is, let's see, 5 rounds, 3 moves each round. It is a leg focused day, but we have cardio, we have core. All right, let's do one more. And now let's go into alternating lateral lunges. So to the side, feel that stretch. And then switch. Again, keep that core engaged to protect that lower back. Keep breathing. Let's do one more each side. All right, now we're going to go into a reverse lunge. We're going to stay on one side. All right, I'm on my right, going back and coming up. Feeling that nice stretch in my hip flexor of that leg that's going back. Let's do one more. All right, let's do some butt kicks. You can keep it here or run it out. I'm going to keep it to a step. I'm just going to go kind of fast. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, reverse lunges with the other leg. Make sure your feet are hip width distance apart. Keep that front knee in line with the toes. Let's do one more reverse lunge. All right, now we're going to do skaters. You can jump it out or step it out. Get the heart rate up a little bit. Work the legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right, forward fold. Get to the end of the mat. Forward fold. Hang here for a second. Stretch the back of your legs. Hold it for a second. Couple seconds. Slight bend in the knees. Now inchworm out into a plank. Feet wide, hands under shoulders. Core is engaged. Let's do a couple shoulder taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, now I'm going to take my right leg outside of my right hand into a runner's lunge. Hold it for a second. Twist towards that bent knee. Rotate that wrist. Keep breathing. Place that hand back down. Push that arm against that bent leg just a little bit. Open up that hip. Switch legs. My left foot is going outside of my left hand. Twisting towards that bent knee. Rotating that wrist a bit. Hand is coming down. Now I'm pushing my shoulder, my elbow against that bent knee. Opening up that hip a little bit. Now let's bring that back leg up to meet the other leg. Go into a low squat position. Open the hips up without elbow. Move side to side. Hands on the floor. Back into that forward fold. Slowly roll up. And give me a couple of shoulder rolls. Backwards. A couple going forward. Our arms will be holding the weights today. A couple of arm swings here. 3, 2, 1. All right. We're stretched. All right. First round. You can hold a weight in each hand. I'm going to hold one weight in the middle, and we're going to alternate lateral lunges just like we did in the warm-up. All right, so if you can go heavy, I'm going to try with the 25. I could probably go heavier, but my knee's been bothering me. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to take that one weight in the middle, and I'm going to go side to side lateral lunges. You can have 2 weights and have them on either side of your knee. Make sure that booty is sitting back. Woo. Core is engaged, chest is up, shoulders are back, away from the ears. I should say shoulders are down. 3, 2, rest. All right, put that weight down. We're going to do each move, by the way, 45 seconds on. No, 40, 20 we're doing today. All right, we're doing stay on one side lateral lunge, either a hop or lateral lunge, knee strike. All right. Oh my goodness, this knee. All right, let's do it. Lateral lunge, hop or a knee strike. I can't go that low in this. Again, you can have just a step in here or come in and knee strike. Nice job. Almost there. 5 more seconds. 2, rest. All right. Next move, we've got wood choppers. So you can start with the weight by the outside of your leg, right? And bring it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to step that foot back, bring the weight back, bring it up, then slowly bring it down. So I'm just going to do a little step back. Just to work the core a little bit more, balance, make it a little more athletic. All right? But you can do it the way we normally do. Squat and press. All right? Timer starting. I don't know why it's not beeping. So I'm just stepping back and then stepping up. And I'm on my toe. I'll turn. So we'll stay on one side here. We'll do the other side. Next round, control the weight down and up. 3, 2, rest. All right, alternating lateral lunges, back to the top. I'm gonna grab that one weight. I'm gonna bring my shoulders back and down. All right, let's start. My timer is not making noises today. It's really messing with me. I'll show you to the side. Glute is going back. Core is engaged. Chest is up. We got less than 10. 3, 2, rest. All right. Lateral lunge hop or knee strike. Other side. I'm going to be going in this direction. Take a deep breath. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go to the side with the hop or knee strike. Now you can go at whatever pace. You can go faster than me, slower than me. Keep going. Nice job. We're almost at 10 seconds here. You got this. 3, 2, rest. All right. With choppers. So make sure, roll those shoulders back and down. Now we're going to the other side. I'll be on my left side. Again, you can go here or step the leg back. When you're ready, let's go. So I'm just stepping that foot back a little bit, controlling that weight on the way down. Nice job. Keep breathing. 3, 2, rest. Nice job with that round. Let's take a little break. Before we get to round 2, I'll show you the next move. All right, this is what we're going to start with. I'm going to show you with a lighter weight. Woo! You guys keep breathing. All right. Straight leg deadlift, right? Again, shoulders back and down. Feet hip width, slight bend of the knees. Palms facing in. Go down until you feel that stretch in your hamstring. Come up and then narrow squat. All right? That's one option. Your next option is going down deadlift. Bring the weights to the shoulders so you're clean and squat. Deadlift, clean, squat. So it's more of a front squat, all right? Or keep those weights down to your side. I'm grabbing my 15s. When you guys are ready, make sure your shoulders are back and down, away from your ears, and let's do it. Deadlift. If you're going to clean, bring it up, and then a squat. Then bring the arms back down. Deadlift, clean, squat, arms back down. Nice job. Core is engaged. Shoulders away from ears. Let's do one more. And rest. All right. Next move, no weights. We're going to inchworm out. Slight bend in the knees. Out into a plank. Come back in. Squat jump or squat to toe raise. All right? So let's do this. If you don't want to go on your hands, you can stay to the squat calf raise or squat jump if you don't want to do the inchworm. All right? Maybe going on your wrists isn't going to work for you today. So just stay with the squat jump or squat calf raise. Less than 10. Let's do one more. Rest. All right, next move, standing crunches. I'm going to take one weight. You can do this without a weight. Arms above head, knees. Knees come down to meet the weight. All right, keep that core engaged. Timer started. Keep that back straight. When my arms are up here, everything's in line. Right? My back's not arching. When I squeeze it here, I'm bending, crunching a little bit. Rounding the back to crunch. But only when that knee comes up. Less than 10. You've got this. 3, 2, rest. All right. We're back to the deadlift. Narrow squat. I'm going to try this with the 20. Cleaning this might be too hard. All right. We're going to try it. Shoulders back and down. Take a deep breath in. Out. Let's go. Deadlift. Clean. If you're doing it in a squat. Bringing the weights back down. Deadlift. Squat. Slight bend in those knees for the deadlift. Rest. Woo! All right. Inchworm. The squat jump. Or just stick with the squat jumps. All right. We go in 3, 2. Let's go. Bend those knees a little bit. Out. Hold it for a beat in the plank. Jump or calf raise. More than halfway. Working the whole body here. Working our upper body without weights. Rest. Oh, not having the timer beeping for me. All right, keep breathing. In and out, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Standing crunches. Grab the weight if you're using it. Push it above. And let's go. Bringing those knees up. More of a controlled movement here. If you're not using a weight, you can go a little faster. And if you have the weight, nice and slow. Less than 10. And this round's over. 3, 2, rest. All right. Let's wipe off that sweat. Take some nice deep breaths. Have a sip of water. All right, round 3. I'll show you what we're starting with. I'm going to be holding 2 weights. You can hold 1 or 2. And we're going to do a reverse lunge. All right, so I'm going to go back with one leg. Go back with my right. Reverse lunge. Then I'm going to bring it in just a little bit. And do a split squat. Then I'm going to go back. Reverse lunge. Split squat. All right? So basically a wide leg reverse lunge. And then bring it in narrow. All right. 10 seconds left of recovery. I'm going to use 15s. Again, you can hold one weight by its head also. All right, I'm going to go back with my right. Reverse lunge. Bring it in a little bit. Narrow. Reverse lunge. Narrow lunge. So it doesn't have to be like a big step out, a big step in. I'm probably going an inch. Especially because my knee is bothering me. I don't want to push it out too far. Woo, less than 10. That's standing, that front leg. Booty should be burning. 2, rest. Holy cannoli. Toby, enough. Down. All right. Our next move is skaters. We know this one. You can step, large step, side to side, or leap it out. All right. I'm going to start this way. In 3, 2, 1. I'm going to let that leg float. Make sure you're landing softly and gently. So when I'm landing, that knee is bent. When I'm landing, I'm feeling it in my quads, not in my knees. Woo, I lose my balance. 3, 2, rest. All right. Next move. You have options. Halo. Standing, holding one weight, going one side, around the head, and then the other. Option 2, which is probably what I'm going to try and do here. I'm going to go around one side, and then curtsy. So when the weight comes to this side, that's the side that I'm curtsying to. Can be even more like a skater, right? Show you from this angle. Right? So it's just like a little skater or curtsy. All right? I'm actually I'll try with the 12. No, it's too awkward to hold. All right, you guys, you ready? Grab a weight again. You can start. I'm just going to show you. You can stay here with the halo or add a little skater curtsy when you bring that weight to the side. Nice, looks good. Woo! My goodness, my balance today. 3, 2, rest. Nice job. All right. Reverse lunge, split squat. So that leg's going back and then coming in a little bit. All right. Shoulders back and down. My left leg's going back. Weights are by my side. And let's go reverse back, reverse lunge. Bring it in a little bit. narrow lunge. So go at your own pace. When you press up, you're pressing into that front foot. The heel in the mid of the foot. Working that leg, those glutes. 3, 2, rest. All right. Skaters. All right, we've got 5 seconds. 3, 2, and let's go, skaters. Once you have the movement, you can go a little quicker from leg to leg. Staying low. Almost there, guys. Less than 10. 3, 2, rest. Woo! Halo, with or without the curtsy. Still have 10 seconds. Take a breath. I'm going to grab my 15. Deep breath in. And let's go. Halo to curtsy. Or just the halo. Make sure to bend both knees. That foot is coming behind into the side of that front foot. Nice form. 3, 2, rest. Another round down. Our next round, we've got a cardio push. So take this recovery, all right? I'm going to say no weights for this next round. One of the moves, you could use a weight if you want, but I'm going to keep it no weights. I'm going to grab my mat just to have it. Whew. All right, your first move, you still have recovery time, is going to be 4 fast feet into a pencil jump. So, my watch started talking to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, together, and jump. So the pencil jump is just basically legs close together, or you can just go on your toes, and you can just march in place instead of fast feet, all right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, jump. All right, you ready? So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the jump or on your toes. I like to move my arms like I'm running. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, modified. You can march it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go down and just come up on your toes. All right? Almost there, guys. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And rest. All right. I'm doubling up my mat for this next move. We're going to do knee up downs. I'm going to come to the front of my mat. Let me show you to the side. Hold on. I'm going to come back with one knee, other knee, foot up front, other foot. And I'm going to try and stay low. You can add a jump if you want. Now, if you can't go on your knees, you can stay up here with your fingertips behind your head and go reverse lunge, but stay low, right? So you're bringing that leg back like it's going to go down. Same with this one. All right? So those are your options. I'm not going to hold a weight for this. I'm going to do up, down, and I'll probably add a jump squat. All right? I'm going to go back with my right, then my left, then I'm going to come up with my right, up with my left. You can even just stay here, right? Stay low. Keep the tension in those legs. Or when you come up here, jump. I'm also going to try and alternate. Now I'm going back with my left. Now I'm going back with my right. Try and stay as stable as you can. Almost there. 3, 2, rest. All right, mountain climbers or high knees. All right. So hands under shoulders. You can go slow mountain climber or run those legs in or stand. High knees or high knee march. You pick, let's go. Head is in line with your spine. I was just looking at my feet. All right, you can stay in plank here and bring the knees in at a slower pace. Still working the same muscles. Still getting that heart rate up. Core is engaged. I can't see my timer, less than 10. Three, 2, rest. All right, get up slowly. Take your time. I get into a low squat and then I stand. All right. Fast feet to the pencil jump. Right? We did them all? Yes. All right. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I put my arms back. I didn't look like a pencil. Jump. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reach for the sky if you can. Land softly. All right? I don't want to hear you when you land. Soft landing. 3, 2, jump. All right. Knee up, downs. You still have 10 seconds of a break. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. All right. Going back with my right. Let's do this. Knee, knee. Foot, foot. Nice job. It helps me if I keep my hands in front. Core is engaged. When I weeble wobble, which I do a lot, I realize that I don't have my belly button pressed to my back. Nice job. Almost there. 3, 2, rest. Mountain climbers to finish out this round. And then we just have our finisher round. All right. We're going to start mountain climbers or high knees in 3, 2, let's go. I'm going to do a slower mountain climber, even though it's a cardio push. Hands are under shoulders. Head and neck Spine, booty, all in line. Less than 10. 3, 2, rest. Nice job. So what I do to get up, I'm trying to get in this squat, wide squat, and then I stand. So I did that. I did those mountain climbers slow the whole time, and I still was sweating. Woo! All right, take a break. We've got to finish a round, all right? 3 more moves. That will repeat twice. And then we get to stretch. All right. First move, I'm going to take a weight. Hold it like a goblet in the palm of my hands. Feet wide. Toes pointing in the corners of the room. Sumo squat, right? So I'm going down. Like my back is up against the wall. I'm going to point my toes forward. Goblet squat. Feet out. Sumo. Feet pointed forward. Goblet. All right? Work those legs. I don't know what this is, a 25? It might be too much. I'll try it. All right. When you're ready, grab that weight. Core is in. Up and down in that sumo. Bring your feet forward. Into a goblet. Sumo. So it's going to be a wide squat because you're in sumo and your feet are wide. But that's okay. Booty's going back in the squat. Up and down in that sumo. Keep that core engaged. 3, 2, rest. All right. Burpees are next. Our favorite move. Option if you can't get to the ground, grab some weights and do squat thrusters. All right? Or you can step it out, giving you the option, push up or no push up. All right? We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to add the push up. Even though I worked chest yesterday, but it's up to you. You can step it out, step it in, and then just go on your toes. Should have put this in the beginning of the workout. One more. Should get us there. Rest. Holy cannoli. All right. Take a breath. My mat's coming out. Something in my mouth. All right. There are your options here for this move. Glute bridge. All right. You can have hands by your side. Feet flat on the floor. Squeeze that booty and those legs up. All right. That's option 1. Option 2. You can add a weight to it, holding it above your chest. Option 3, hold the march. Hold the glute bridge and march the legs. All right? Where's my timer? So you choose. I'm going to show you another option. That's a little bit if you want to add a little icing to the cake. All right? So you choose. I'm going to have the weight up. I'm going to go into my glute bridge holds. So you guys start either glute bridges or marches, or this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come up into the glute bridge, bring one knee in, kick it out, bring it back in, go down. Glute bridge up, other knee march, leg out, march in, and down. So I'm doing the march. I'm just adding a kick out for more balance, more core engagement, working that single leg glute. Rest. Sorry, I'd rather count down the rest, but I can't hear my timer. All right. We're back to that sumo goblet. You guys grab your weight. I'm going to try with this 35. All right, you guys start. I'm going to try with this 35. Holding it goblet style, kettlebell. Sumo. Feet facing forward. Squat. Sumo. Keep going. Squat. All right. Sumo. Toes pointing forward. Nice job. Almost there. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, rest. All right. Those fun burpees. Well, like I said, you can do squat thrusters. In 3, 2, let's go. Take your time. Yes, you want to move through this. But especially if you're jumping the knees in and out, when you bring the knees in, you want that jump to come from your legs, not your back. 3, 2, rest. All right. Glute bridges with or without the marches. I'm going to talk you through the one I'm doing now, okay? I've got my dumbbell up, feet are on the floor. I'm going to come up into a glute bridge. I'm bringing my left knee in, out, in, and down. Going back down. Knee in, kick it out, knee in, and down. Nice job. We're already more than halfway. 3, 2, rest. Woo! Nice job. We're going to stretch on the floor, but get your drink. Do what you got to do. Way to push today. Woo! Should be proud of yourselves. That wasn't easy. All right. We're going to lay back on our backs. Feet on the floor. We're going to do a figure 4 here. So I'm going to put my right ankle over my left knee. And then I'm going to reach behind my left hamstring. And I'm going to pull a little bit, put my elbow, push my right knee away from me, stretch that booty, side booty. I'm going to have my foot flexed. Keep breathing. All right, let's switch sides. I'm going to put my left ankle over my right knee. I'm going to pull in. I'm going to put my hands behind my right thigh. I should say underneath my right thigh. And I like to push my knee out with my elbow just to feel the stretch a little bit more. All right, now I'm going to have one leg straight out, bring the other knee in, and bring it over across my body. So my left arm is out, my left knee is crossed over my body. Feeling that stretch in that lower back. And that booty a little bit more. All right, switch sides. My left leg's going to be down and flat. My right knee is bent. Resting over my body. Sometimes I get a nice little back crack here. All right. Take your time sitting up. I'm going to roll myself up a little bit. I'm going to have my legs straight in front of me. You can have a slight bend in your knees. I'm going to take a deep breath in. And then I'm going to reach for my toes. If you can only get to your knees, your shins, your ankles, wherever you can reach to. Flex those feet. Hold it here for a second. All right, let's take another deep breath in. Fold forward. Feel that nice stretch behind your legs. If you can reach your toes, flex your feet. And bring those toes towards your shin. Feel it a little bit more in your calves. All right, we're going to flip over. We're going to go into down dog. So push that floor away. Bring those tails of your feet as close to the floor as you can. Pedal out the legs. And good morning. Pedal out the legs if that feels good. All right. Now walk your hands to your feet. I'm going to hang here for a second. Slight bend in those knees. I love this stretch. Hug my elbows. It relieves all the tension in my lower back. Stretches out the back of my legs. All right, let's roll up slowly. Round in that back. Couple of shoulder rolls back. Let's do a quick quad stretch, all right? So let's grab a foot. Bring the knees together. Hold on to something if you need to. Knees close together. Squeeze that butt cheek of that foot that's up. Help feel it in the front a little bit more. Switch sides. Nice job. All right, let's put that foot down. Take a deep breath in. And out. One more in. And out. Oh, I feel nice and awake now.